Those that are ill, we give thanks for our good health. We give thanks for our freedoms and our many blessings. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Dargan, would you please answer that pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Here.
Commissioner Hess. Here. Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Here. Any changes to the agenda?
As Commissioner, there is need to remove item 4A. The Trinidad Times TV 71 and item 10D Southside Ditch.
Entertain a motion, please.
Move for approval of the agenda with those corrections.
Second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Reading of correspondence, commissioner reports. Commissioner Lopez, would you like to go first? Oh, I missed the minute.
Thank you so much. I'm going to forego my report based upon the low connectivity that I have right now.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I skipped the consideration of minutes. I apologize. So we will go back to item 2, consideration of minutes, regular meeting minutes of November 16, 2021. If there are any questions or concerns, we've had an opportunity to review them. If not, entertain a motion, please.
I move to approve the minutes as stated.
Second motion. Commissioner Hess. Yes. Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Special meeting minutes of November 18, 2021. There are no questions or concerns. Entertain a motion, please.
Move for approval of the special meeting minutes of November 18, 2021.
I second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Hess. Yes. Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Committee reports, Commissioner Hess.
On November 19th, the Southern Colorado TPR meeting was held. The topic was a 10-year update plan. $3 billion has been allocated for the updates. Some of the priorities in our area mentioned were the historic bridge replacement, Highway 12, Southern Mountain Loop, Colorado 69 shoulder widening, Highway 12,
For those of you on the call, you please mute if you're not speaking. Thank you.
Highway 12 ADA compliance, US 60 shoulder widening, US 350 shoulder widening. Expanded priorities include transit service to Gardner, Walsenburg, Bonita, Cuchara, as well as Branson, Kim, and Trinidad Highway 12 communities. On the 22nd of November, Region 19 opioid meeting was held, and the primary source of that meeting was to elect officers. Prowers County, Wendy Buxton is chair of the opioid 19 region. Felix Lopez from Los Alamos County is vice chair, and Christine Vogel is secretary from Pueblo. The priorities identified by the region: prevention, screening, education, community development, drug take back and storage, and I need to remind that our small municipalities need to sign the MOU so that we can get them in. On the 26th of November, Public Safety Funds work session. We met with the Sheriff's Department and we had a discussion about those fundings. On the 3rd of December, we had the consideration of the FP for the RFQ for MIT, THK, Groundworks, and we would move to approve, I guess is what we did. We didn't approve, how did we word that? For the THK, for the consideration. Move forward. All right. On the 28th of November, Sunday evening, we had a meeting with Tamara Gensley from the Radfest bike race event. I set this meeting up because I thought she needed to hear the concerns from the ranchers and farmers in the area. Also, with the DPW and the outfitters. And it was well attended. And from these conversations, we learned that they need more porta potties. And Tamara made a promise that they will be acquired for the next event. Also, alternative dates and possible alternative routes were being considered. I saw on Facebook that they've already chosen the date for the 8th of October for next year. That was news to me. I saw it on Facebook. November 29th through the December 1st, CCI Winter Conference. All three commissioners attended. The one highlight that I'd like to bring up is the Southern District meeting. We had an update on pending legislation that will be affecting rural Colorado, specifically our agriculture community. And Felix was elected as our CCI president. December 4th, Fort Wooten had a gun show, well attended, with two governor candidates present. Danielle Neuschwanger and Heidi Goodall were present. On the 6th of December, Trinidad State College Master Plan meeting. The facilities master plan, 10-year plan was introduced. And let's see. The four priorities that were mentioned were wayfinding, student central, exterior, interior upgrades, and can't even read my meetings. So let's move on. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Again, we did attend the CCI meetings in the first week of December. A very informative session. And I'd also like to congratulate Commissioner Felix Lopez on becoming the president for CCI for 2022. That is a quite prestigious honor for the county to be recognized at that level. I believe in the history of Los Angeles County would be our first ever president of Los Angeles County Commissioners to the CCI bench. So congratulations to Commissioner Lopez. I also had attended the majority of the same meetings that we did at CCI conference with Commissioner Hass and Lopez. We also had the Council of Governors Board meeting yesterday. We are still on the beginning of the hunt for a director. Interim director who has done an excellent job in processing the budget. The budget was approved yesterday, moving forward for 2022. Coming out of the crisis of COVID-19, revenues were dropped somewhat over the past year due to the lack of ridership in our transportation units. We've lost some of our personnel or loss of revenue due to people in the care services program due to age and passing away, of course, as nature takes its course. But the AAA program, the area agency, has been a huge success financially. The need for that program is growing exponentially, and we will continue moving forward with the senior center in Huerfano County with an award and some bids going out for a new center up on Polk Avenue. We will be expanding the center that we have now into a full-fledged senior center, cafeteria, and so forth. So congratulations to Veronica Mays and getting that accomplished, and great team for assisting her with that, and all the staff over there. Last night was the Urban Renewal Board meeting, which I was unable to attend, so I apologize to the board for that, and that is all I have. We have no presentations. We'll go to elected officials update. Ms. Amato, are you on the call?
She's probably still in touch.
Probably in conferences.
Yes.
Do we have anyone from the clerk and recorder's office on the call today? Hearing none, do we have anyone from the treasurer's office? And I apologize for having to postpone Tuesday's meeting, and that was on my accord. I apologize, we are here today, so I understand why the elected officials cannot be here. We will move on to new business, consideration of. Oh, okay. Does anybody have a call for public comment? Please feel free to have 3 minutes. Hearing no public comment, we'll move on to new business, consideration of OBCC number 6972 to Charles and Margaret Chacon for $288.40. I think this is just housekeeping of, I believe I read it overage on their license and registrations. If there are no concerns from the board, entertain a motion, please.
I would move for approval of OBCC number 6972 to Charles and Margaret Chacon for $288.40.
I second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Lisa.
Yes. Item B, consideration of OBCC number 6973 to Eugene Mann for $76.33. I believe that is the same issue. If there are no concerns or questions, entertain a motion.
I move to approve the, pardon, can you call for a motion?
Commissioner Lopez, go ahead and proceed.
I move to approve the OBCC 69732 for $76.32.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Lisa.
Yes, and I think we have a little bit of a delay, so let's give Commissioner Lopez some time to, the internet where he's at is slow. Okay. Item C, consideration of liquor license renewal for Ludlow Valley Liquor. Counselor.
Commissioners, I reviewed the application. It appears to be complete. I have no concerns.
Hearing no concerns, entertain a motion at this time, please.
Move for approval of the liquor license renewal for Ludlow Valley Liquor.
I second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Lisa.
Yes. Item D, consideration of the resolution 21-043 reappointing Dominic Buddy Carreau to the E911 Authority Board of Directors. Mr. Dorkin.
Commissioners, at your last board meeting, the board approved Mr. Carreau's appointment to the E911 board. This resolution is confirming that appointment.
Will you please read the resolution?
Resolution of the Board of County Commission of Los Angeles County, Colorado, making an appointment to the Los Angeles County E911 Authority Board of Directors. Resolution number 21-043. Whereas Los Angeles County Emergency 911, E911 Authority Board has been formed for the purpose of providing policy guidance and direction for the operations of emergency two-way radio dispatch and emergency service provided within Los Angeles County, the city of Trinidad, including law enforcement, fire response, emergency medical services, and whereas vacancies exist on the board of directors for positions subject to appointment by the Board of County Commissioners, and whereas recommendations of appointment have been received from rural fire districts operating within the county. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Los Angeles County, Colorado, that 1, the Board of County Commissioners accept the nomination by the Honey Fire Protection District and hereby appoints Dominic Buddy Carreau to fill the vacancy on the Los Angeles County E911 Authority Board of Directors from the date of this appointment until January 31, 2025. On the motion made second, affirmative vote, this resolution was adopted this 10th day of December 2021 by order of the Board of County Commissioners of Los Angeles County, Colorado, followed by your signature.
We'll open up for discussion or any questions or comments from the board at this time. Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion, please.
I move to approve District, Mr. Bartolo.
Second that motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item E, consideration of resolution 21-044, appointment end date for Dave, I lost my mind here. Consideration of resolution 21-044, appointment end date for Dave Blackrack to the E911 Authority Board of Directors. Is that a typo?
Do you want me to address it? Commissioners, back in October, I believe, of 2019, Mr. Backrack was appointed to the board. However, in prepping for Mr. Carroz's resolution, we discovered that that resolution did not have an end date for Mr. Backrack as is required by the IGA. So this is just fixing that, so he continues his appointment with an end date.
I apologize, my packet won't come up for some reason. So. Hearing that, we'll open up for discussion. There is none. I'll entertain a motion, please.
Commissioners, would you like me to read the resolution?
Oh, yes, please read the resolution.
Resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Los Angeles County, Colorado, making an appointment to Los Angeles County E911 Authority Board of Directors. Resolution number 21-044. Whereas Los Angeles County Emergency 911 for an E911 Input Authority Board has been formed for the purpose of providing policy guidance and directions for the operations of emergency two-way radio dispatching of emergency service providers within Los Angeles County and the City of Trinidad, including law enforcement, fire response, and emergency medical services. And whereas a vacancy on the Board of Directors for a position subject to appointment by the Board of County Commissioners did exist in October of 2019. And whereas after receiving recommendation of appointment from rural fire districts to operate within the county, the Board of County Commissioners appointed Dave Backrack via Resolution 19-034. And whereas the resolution failed to include a term limit for Mr. Backrack as is required under the E911 IGA. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners wishes to ensure compliance with the terms of the IGA, now therefore be it resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Los Angeles County, Colorado, that one, the Board of County Commissioners accepts the nomination by the Stonewall Fire Protection District and continues the appointment of Dave Backrack to fill the vacancy of the Los Angeles County E911 Authority Board of Directors from October 2019 until January 31, 2023. Any prior resolutions of the county regarding the appointment of Dave Backrack is hereby repealed. On motion made second affirmative vote, this resolution was adopted this 10th day of December 2021 by order of the Board of County Commissioners of Los Angeles County, Colorado, followed by your signature votes.
There are no questions or concerns. I'll entertain a motion at this time, please.
Move for approval of resolution 21-044, appointment end date for Dave Backrack to E911 Authority Board of Directors.
Second motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item F, consideration of FY22 Los Angeles County cost plan scope of services from MGT Consulting. Mr. Dorkin.
Commissioners, before you is a contract with MGT Consulting, and I will defer to Finance Director Christy Colbert for further comment.
This is the cost allocation plan that we do for Department of Human Services, to where like Canyon takes care of the billing, Donna does all the checks, so this is like indirect cost. So the lady that did it last year, we normally would get $70,000. She did it, we received $158,000. So she has a little bit more knowledge than I do, to where I'm asking if she can do it again, so we can get an increase of revenue back into the county.
The cost of that's going to be
52. It was 5,000 last year. She increased it by 52 because I think it was a lot. It was a lot. Let me tell you, I had to gather all the information for her, send it to her, so it was a lot for her to actually do. So maybe she saw that it was a bigger job than she thought.
So it's 10-2 now?
I'm sorry,
How much is the total?
5,200.
Oh, 200 increase.
Yes, 200 increase. Yes, right. Compared to we received probably received 158,000 in revenue for cost allocation. You know, because we pay the building insurance, everything that we do actually for Department of Human Services, that's what's all included in this.
So $5,200 or $5,000 investment last year netted us $75,000 gain. So good job, Chris.
Yes.
Good job, NGT.
Any other questions for Mrs. Cobley? Commissioner Lopez?
No questions at this time, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Entertain a motion.
Move for approval of FY22 Los Angeles County Cost Plan Scope of Services from MGT Consulting.
I'll second that motion. Are you on mute possibly, Commissioner? No, you've got it on. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please move forward.
Commissioner Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Yes.
And Commissioner Felix Lopez is dropped.
I think at this time we'll take a 2-minute recess so we can see if we get Commissioner Lopez back online. We need a motion for that. I'm just going to. Or a cookie. Where are they? Can't even do coffee.
This has been one of our more challenging meetings.
That's a understatement. Okay, Paul, I got me on. Can't help you that.
It seems like that when it's windy too. We've lost it now.
Okay. Give it another 30 seconds or so while I get up to speed here. Okay, well, it looks like we've lost Commissioner Felix Lopez on the call. We will continue moving forward this time. Item G, consideration of Chubb Airport owners and operators liability quote. Mrs. Chavez.
Your main chair. Unless
Commissioners, I'm going to interrupt just a minute. Commissioner Lopez has asked that I call him, so I'm going to call him like quick and see if we can get him on the phone. Hope here he is. He's coming back on the. There we go.
All right, connecting. We see you. Can you hear us, Commissioner? You are muted.
Can you hear me?
There you go. Okay, we took a break. We opened up consideration of airport owners and operators liability quote, and Ms. Chavez is now going to start our presentation.
Commissioners, I was approached at a couple meetings back. You all approved our airport insurance, and then I was approached by sent an email by Trinidad Insurance Brett asking if we wanted to purchase an additional terrorism insurance, and then inquire if other airports were doing the same. And he indicated the larger airports are asking for the terrorism coverage, but not the small airports. So I wanted to defer to you. If you wanted to purchase, it would cost $747 per year to add that onto the plan that we recently renewed.
Was it $74.70 a year or $747?
$747 a year, and it'll be a 3-year lock-in.
Okay, because what it reads here, what I got on the packet, it says $7,400.
That's the annual.
That's the regular insurance.
Oh,
This is the additional. It's just an add-on coverage.
oh, let me go further down. I'm sorry. I read all this Monday night. Right. Okay. Do we have any questions or concerns or comments from the board? Do we want to consider having this additional insurance? Counselor, do you have any comments for the board? As our insurance agent, Ms. Chavez, in your role, would you recommend here?
Since the trend is the smaller airports aren't getting it, I recommend that we don't purchase it.
Okay. Any comments from the board at this time? Commissioner Lopez. And if you're on, you're muted.
No questions, right?
Commissioner Hess?
No, I will take Ms. Chavez's for consideration.
Is that a motion?
Yes.
Motion to
I
deny.
second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item H, consideration Los Angeles County Emergency Operations Plan, the EOP. Again, Mrs. Chavez.
Commissioners, I sent our basic emergency operations plan, which we're required to update it and renew for my EMPG grant prior to 2022. It took me a few months to go over it, add what they needed, what was missing, sent it to the state for review. In order for it to be approved for my EMPG grant, it had to have a 90% rating. We received a 94.1 something on it. So it's good to go in the state's eyes, and they're very proud of us for getting it done for 2022.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
So, I think this is over the years. We do this every 2 years.
Well, we done the other one probably about 5 years ago, but this one there's a lot more changes and additions that the state was requiring, the feds were requiring, so they just are mandating all the counties do this in order to get their grant funding. I did send it on to Pam and Phil, but it's so large that the state hired somebody to review all the counties' EOPs, and they're the subject matter experts in reading it. So.
And I'll add that there's nothing in here that shows it's a draft. This is the final copy for moving forward, correct?
Yes, and it's a live document, so it will change, and there's also a page in there for record of changes when we do any changes.
Any questions from the board?
I did read this, but I didn't hit all the links. I don't know how you did it all. But thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for reading it all. It's a big book.
If there are no other questions, I'll entertain a motion, please.
First of all, thank you so much, Kim, for putting all that work into it. And I think it's, when we review the previous 2021 to 2022, thank you for the updates. So I make a motion to approve the emergency operations plan for 2022.
Second the motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes.
Thank you, and this will be up on our website, and I'll send it out the final copy.
You'll get a copy of that to the city and
Yeah, I'll send it out to all my stakeholders.
stakeholders. Okay. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Item I. Consideration of OBCC number 6974, request to county treasurer for transfer of funds from county general for 2021. Mrs. Coberly.
So this year, I come every year at this time, because what I'm doing is I'm moving all our sub-accounts to the actual county general. You look at everything. So I do this every year. It's just a transfer of all our sub-accounts to actual general fund.
Do we have any questions from the board for Mrs. Coberly? Hearing no questions, we'll entertain a motion at this time.
Move for approval of OBCC number 6974, request of the county treasurer for transfer of funds for the county general for 2021.
I second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item J, consideration of OBCC number 6975, request to county treasurer for transfer of funds for road and bridge 2021. Mrs. Coberly.
Same thing. I'm moving the sub-accounts from Road and Bridge to the actual fund balance for Road and Bridge.
If there are no questions or concerns, we'll entertain a motion, please.
B. C. Commissioner, I would make that motion. My internet is unstable again. Appreciate it.
We heard you. We have a motion, a second?
Second the motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item K, consideration of access government work order. Mr. Dorkin.
Commissioners, before you, for your consideration is a work order with Access Gov. Some years back, the county started, we moved our website to the State Internet Portal Authority, which is acronym was SIPA, using Payport for the financial portions of online payment. Access Gov is basically going to be replacing Payport for us. It's supposed to be user-friendlier, for lack of a better way of describing it, and also easier for us to go in and make edits and changes. There'll be no fee for us moving from Payport to Access Gov. So I'd ask the board to approve this.
Do we have any questions or concerns for Mr. Dorkin? Entertain a motion at this time, please.
Move for approval of the Access government work order.
Second that motion.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item 9, financial matters, considerations of bills and payroll for the second half of November 2021. Mrs. Colbert.
Normal payroll as of November 30th is $172,444.18. And then our pandemic special pay on December 3rd was $85,000. Any questions on payroll?
Questions? If There are no questions or concerns?
Okay, bills paid on. Oh, sorry. November 17th, $53,007.14. And in there, we had to give Aguilar $2,353 because the state mailed us their HUTF funds.
Oh, darn.
Yes, we had to send it to Aguilar. Just to check it. I wanted that done before the end of the year. They sent us in February. So let's see. November 24th, bills was $40,733.72. In there, we paid domain voting election fees of $6,500. We had to pay reimburse E911 because they paid for the e-force for the sheriff. So we had to reimburse them for $4,408. And nothing out of the ordinary for that. And that's it.
Are there any questions for Mrs. Cobley? Entertain a motion at this time.
I move to approve the payroll for the second half of November 2021.
Second motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes. Item 10, executive session. The board will meet in executive session under CRS 24-6-4024A for purpose acquisition, release, transfer, or sale of any real, personal, or other property interests. Item A, Baca Estates, and under CRS 24-6-4024B, confirm with the county attorney for the purposes of receiving legal advice on specific legal questions. A, corporate pass, DTR tower. B, charges. C, budget. E, retaining wall. F, vaccine requirements. G, railroad. H, all hazard funds. And I, airport insurances. Entertain a motion, please.
I would move to go into the executive session.
Second.
Commissioner Felix Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.